You know, people talk about a red mist or seeing red. But for me, it was always the black cloak descending. The feeling of it, tight round my neck, wrapping round me, you know, not being able to throw it off. So it was bam, thwack, power home as well. I was Batman. And my little lad Nathan, he was Robin. And I was giving him the order to grow up. Poor sod. You know, Michelle, she used to say to me, you should see a doctor. You'll end up killing someone. I never really hit her. Well, not really. I'd shout at her and threaten her. I'd buy her nice things and then I'd smash them all up. I know I frightened her. I know why I lost her. And she was right. I should have seen a doctor. And I did. End up killing someone. I've done 4 years. Probably got a few more to go. I wasted the first 2. It was worse than ever. Dead. Inside. Like a bloody great living corpse. I can't say there was a blinding flash and it changed. There wasn't. It happened gradually. I realised that, well, if I wasn't going to die, literally, I had to do something. So, I started pulling away at that black cloak. I've done all the programmes. ETS, cognitive self-change. In one session I just blew up, shouted, screamed, howled, cried. And I saw myself for the person who I really was. And not Batman or Bruce Wayne, but Jeff Bateman. Someone who could do something with me life. Start to make amends. Just hope I've got time left to do that. I got a letter the other day from my Aunt Jenny. She's my mum's sister. She's the only one who stood by me through all these years. And inside there was a cutting from a local newspaper. And the report was about my little lad Nathan. And how he's the boy wonder. He's the one doing the bam thwack kapow. I wish I could just talk to him, you know, just show him that he doesn't have to be Batman or Bruce Wayne, that there's another way of being. What can I do stuck in here, eh?
You know about me dad, don't you? No, he's a lifer. I've been thinking about him a lot since I've had Jaden. My mum left him when I was 5, I've hardly seen him since. My auntie's rung a couple of times and said, you know, your dad would like to see you. But I've always said no. Before he was in Nick, he used to send envelopes full of money. I never took it, even if we could have done with it. Because if I had, I'd have been admitting that he was my dad. Accepting that I'm his son. Sent it back to my auntie after it spat on it. Because, you know the only thing I remember about him? Really remember? Don't know how old I was, I must have been right little. And I was playing in our back garden. The kitchen door was open and maybe heard the sound. Anyway, looks through the open door and there's my mum crouched against the wall with her hands over her face. And this big shape standing over her. The way he looked at me when he saw me watching, all I died. Then his hand came round the door to close it so I couldn't see no more. It's going to be different for Jaden, because I'm not like my dad. I'm not a bit like my dad. Jaden's going to have a proper father. Such a load of bollocks. In my opinion, Mr. Bateman is an intelligent but troubled young man, lacking skills in blah, 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 blah. Conflict resolution, adverse peer influence, and his emotional immaturity. Crap, doesn't know a thing about me. It is essential that a range of work is carried out with Mr. Bateman, including thinking skills, victim empathy, oh, and above all, anger management. Tosser! He is such a tosser. It is clear that Mr. Bateman does present a risk of harm to the public, as highlighted by his previous violent offences and dangerous driving. Oh, come on. Where does it say? It is clear that the only realistic disposal will be a custodial sentence. But that means they're going to lock me up. Well, that's what they're saying. You knew. You've read the report. Well, why didn't you tell me when I came in and need to bother with all this? Fucking Jonathan! And you said I'd get a community sentence. Well, you did, didn't you? Said I stood a chance. Well, this isn't giving me a chance, is it? Well, is it? What about Jaden? If I miss him walking, talking, he might not remember me. You better do your job. You better get me off this. You better. Because if you don't, I'll kill him. I'll kill a fucking smooth probation officer. Do you understand me?